Rodrygo. Now, everybody knows my Indian brother. I love Rodrygo. He's my guy. I rate him a lot. I think that he is going to be one of the best wingers in the world in the next coming years. He is next up. I think he's very underrated. Now, there's reports that Madrid may look to sell him. Other elite clubs are circling around trying to see if we are going to sell any of our wingers because Mbappe is coming in. Now, for me, Rodrygo is off limits, right? You know how when you play FIFA career mode and when a player or if a team puts a bid in for one of your good players, you just block transfers so that you can't even receive any bids for him? That's what I would do with Rodrygo. He is too good for us to be looking to sell. A front three of him, Mbappe, and Vinny can work. And I know that this season has not been the best for Rodrygo so far, but I believe it's more so because we're playing with him up top in a 4-4-2. Rodrygo is a winger. He needs to be spread out wide. And on top of that, he's better off that left wing than he is on the right. But obviously, Vinny's our left winger, and he's not better than Vinicius, so now you got to make the right wing your home. And he does a good job there. But this season, with us not having a striker, with him having to play so narrowly, so centrally, that's just not where his skill set lies. So a lot of fans are overreacting, calling him garbage, saying that we have to sell when that's not the case. I do not agree with any Madrid fan saying that we have to sell Rodrygo because, to me, all your reasonings is not valid. Now, they're saying that the elite European clubs, mainly in the Premier League, are looking to buy him. We're talking about Man United, Arsenal, City, Liverpool are circling. Now, I think Man City would be the best fit for Rodrygo. I think stylistically, he could fit in a Pep system. Now, the thing with Pep is he does like to overcoach players, and this could maybe kill his creativity because when you're in a team with Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne, you're going to have to do a lot of legwork for them because they don't track back, they don't help defensively, they don't press, they don't run that much. So now that requires the other players to do that. So yes, on paper, Rodrygo at Man City would be a fantastic signing, but I don't think it would just be as good as it seems, just because the Pep system is a bit weird. But I think that would be a good signing for them because he'd be able to play at left wing, right? They don't have any left winger that's better than him, unless you want to maybe say Jack Grealish. But some people think that he's a flop. I rate Grealish, and we'll talk about him in a few minutes. But he's way better than Jeremy Doku, and I think he'd cook there. But with the report saying Madrid will only consider offers of 85 million is insane to me. How the hell could Rodrygo only be getting sold for 85 M's when you see how inflated the transfer market is? His value right here is 100 million, according to Transfer Market. So how is 85 mil enough for us to consider it? No, I think you want to buy him, okay, fine, 120 million. Facts. Like, we got to break some kind of record here because he's very valuable. And I think if Madrid sell him, it will be a mistake. You also got teams like Arsenal. I think that would be a good signing for them as well. He's better than Martinelli to me. He's also better than Saga, if I'm being honest. But people might not like that. Y'all might get in the conversation and cry. I don't care. I rate Rodrygo more than both of those guys. And I think he'd be able to start. Arsenal also play attacking football as well. So this could work. I see Man United. Nah. Manchester United, at least not right now. Underneath Erik ten Hag, the style of football that they play would not suit a player like Rodrygo. You know, he has to be in a team that plays possession, attacking-based football. At Man United, he wants to play counter-attacking, right? He wants to chase the ball. He's not trying to control it. And then he wants to do long balls over the top to Marcus Rashford or Megan Rapinoe to possibly catch the teams slipping or off of a mistake. Rodrygo would not do well in that system. I think it'd be similar to what you see happen to Jadon Sancho. He just doesn't look like he belongs in the team because the system is terrible. And then Liverpool. I think out of the 4 clubs who he's linked to, right? So, as I said, Man City, Arsenal, Man United, and Liverpool. I think Liverpool have the least chance of getting him because I don't believe any of the reports right now that are linking them to big-name players. Because if you don't have a manager, how the hell could you be looking to sign these big players like Rodrygo, like Vinicius, like Rafael Leao? Like, how are they linked to some of these guys? They don't have a manager. All these players are going to want to know what the plan is for the future. On top of that, FSG do not spend money like that. You think they're going to be willing to drop 120, 130 M's on Rodrygo? Because don't get this confused. Madrid do not have to sell him. And I'm pretty sure he does not want to leave. So it's going to be a hard deal to get done. And I just don't believe that Liverpool operate this way. They have way too many other things to figure out before they start looking at guys like Rodrygo. It's like I said, the other video that I recorded. They've been linked to Daniel Malin at Dortmund. That's a Liverpool signing that I believe. But seeing all these big name players, absolutely not. Out of those 4 clubs, I think Liverpool have the worst odds of possibly getting him. But I think between Man City and Arsenal, if he had to go to any of these teams, that would be a very good fit for him. But get in the comment section, let me know what you think about Rodrygo possibly joining the Premier League. My favorite Bangladeshian, because we got to check his passport. Ain't no way in hell he's just Brazilian, right? But you know what? That's kind of a dumb joke because, Brazilians could look like anything. But when I first saw him, and if you'd asked me what I thought he was, bro, it would not have been that. Okay, look, there's a lot of people that I know that look exactly like Rodrygo that went to high school with me, all right? That whole Patel section. That's all I'm saying there. But shout out to my guy Rodrygo, though. Would definitely not want to sell him. I think he's a very good player, and 85 million is nearly not enough. No, they got to be sending a lot more money than that. As I said, 120 million, and we could maybe have some talks. But I'd want to keep him, and I think that he'll get back to his best next season when we're in our 4-3-3, when he's able to play out wide and do his damage from there, because that's the kind of player that he is. So get in the comment section, though. Let me know, which Prem team do you think should buy Rodrygo?